Hey, welcome to Game Rose. My name is Josh. This is the second week post-op. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe or like. Leave comments below with what else you'd like to see. I'll be doing additional videos. As I said earlier, this is going to be my second week post-op video. Second week post-op is all liquid diet. It's loads of fun. Not really. Yeah. Second week post-op, it's pretty hard. I'm very sick of anything sweet. Literally living on soups because I can't handle Optus Slim shakes. Well, I can. I'm having them once a day to try to hit the goals, but you really learn to hate them. You've never learned hate until you've had just Optus Slims for nearly your third week running. But I see my dietitian on Monday to talk about what my next go is, just because I've only been hitting 1.5 liters of fluid and not really hitting my food targets with shakes, so hopefully I don't stay with shakes. I'm kind of looking forward to going puree foods, because it means I can then have mints and other things with a bit of texture, or I can go more savoury foods more easily. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. How my second week's been, it's actually been pretty alright. The only thing I've been having ongoing is palpitations, which I saw my GP, and that's all pretty common. Palpitations, your ongoing nausea, everything like that is pretty common. You don't need to freak out. You should tell your doctor and your surgeon and so forth, just so they can keep an eye on it. But really it will pardon the flow of you not eating as much as you used to, and definitely if you're not been keeping up with fluids, with not eating what you used to, you get low in your magnesium and your electrolytes in general, which can give you the palpitations. Same with not drinking enough. You get a fluid volume deficit and you can get your palpitations from that. But it's still important to let them know. They may do bloods, they may be not. They just talk it out with the doctor. It's the best way to go. Or at least let the practice nurse know. If most surgeons will have a practice nurse who just they pitch calls from patients to make sure everything's alright. The biggest things for me is trying to hit your food goal. Your food goal is just 1 to 2 really protein shakes a day plus your fluids. That's literally the most difficult thing in the world. Drinking water, and even though you're drinking it, I used to be like a person who drank 2 or 3 liters of water a day, but it's because I could scull it and I would just binge lots of alcohol. I wish binge lots of water, so I would just scull it a lot, and that would get me by. But yeah, just trying to eat and then you're trying to separate it, otherwise you get really bad stomach. So you're trying to separate your Optus Slims to when you're drinking, just because when you do go to eat later on, you want to have the behavior set that you're not drinking and eating at the same time. You're allowed to drink up until you're eating, and once you start eating, you need to stop, because it just pushes everything through and it's just not very comfortable. Aside from that, it's all been really good. I'm getting really bored, as you can imagine. So me working as a nurse, me being home for 2 weeks now, there's only so much gaming I can do, so much housework I can do. Bored, absolutely shitless. My partner's been giving me things to do, which has kind of been helping, but bored shitless. Apart from that, it's been a pretty simple couple of weeks, really. The nausea and everything has kind of subsided for me. I was taking the ondansetron, which is another anti-nausea medication, and up until a couple of days ago, it's just kind of all stopped, which is probably a sign that it's healing. My weight's plateaued for the last couple of days, but I shouldn't be paying attention to it daily. It's probably one thing you guys need to do is not pay attention to the weight for the first couple of weeks would be the only thing I'd recommend. You want to weigh yourself weekly or whatever you were doing previously as you would on a normal diet, but don't do it daily, otherwise you're going to get fixated with the number. I really recommend doing measurements, but obviously you do your measurements maybe once a week, once every twice a week even, which is what I'm going to do today, and hopefully I'll publish them up later. And that's about it for how my 2 weeks have been. This is going to be a shorter video this week, but it's all been really good. I'm looking forward to going back to work in a week's time, so I've still got another week off. As long as my surgeon gives me the go-ahead, which I certainly hope they do. It'll be a bit of a challenge, I think, eating and drinking and trying to work, because my work is it's really hard to kind of balance all that when you're doing such a very active job. But we'll see how it goes. I'm sure other people do it with treaty jobs, which would be even worse because you'd be in the sun then. My job is just doing a lot of walking. I can walk 10Ks in a day very easily at work. If anyone has any questions about emergency nursing or anything, I'm happy to fill those in as well. Put them in the comments. I'm really happy to answer any questions about the sleeve gastrectomy. This sleeve gastrectomy has been going really well for me. I don't get hungry. That's what makes it probably the biggest challenge, is you don't get hungry. So I can go a whole day without eating and I'd probably not be bothered. But it's really important you do eat, obviously, through wound healing. Otherwise you can get what's called strictures, as well as if you eat too much or not enough. They can be very scary and they require surgical intervention to fix. Yeah, that's about it for this, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Leave comments and I'll try to chuck up on a video of 10 things I've learned about having a sleeve, maybe. Or if anyone has any ideas, I'd be happy to fill those in. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.